Greetings. Good afternoon, collective. It's going to be a busy day. Classes in session. Pardon me. Divine Feminine Empress. My fellow kings and queens. The Hierophant is here. Requesting a few moments of your undivided attention. I am a blood sacrifice survivor, 1986, 2023. Jonathan Christopher, aka Jelani Casanova, the Divine Feminine DF. Yeah, the real one. I'm saying the upright. I want to bring forth to you every last bit of piece of information that I've been able to gather based on my experience in fighting for my life, standing up for myself, no longer running. I'm facing the ops now. I'm running towards them now. And while they're watching me, I'm now watching and monitoring them. So, this is coming from a place of absolute certainty. I've always been sure, even when I was just going off intuition, but now I'm absolutely positive, and none of this stuff is an exaggeration. It's all real. These people are not going to tell you what they're doing behind the scenes, but I will, because there's a lot of souls that are not able to cross over because they were murdered by the coven. I happen to be one that survived. They're still coming for me, but my weapon is the sword of truth, Archangel Michael, the Most High, Yahweh, elemental beings of the cosmos, ancient deities, cosmic royal bloodline. I believe that's why they decided to come for me, because I'm a light one, a light worker. I shine bright, beautiful colors of the crystalline grid 9D. They've been harnessing my energy and using it to create abundance. And let me show you exactly what that means and how they do that. So, I've had multiple individuals, because of my love for women and my quest to someday experience the twin flame journey, what it's like to be truly in love. They've been taking advantage of that. My strongest chakra is my heart chakra. So they've been specifically targeting that area through these romantic endeavors. Again, I am the Divine Feminine, blood sacrifice survivor. It just so happens that the readings of tarot at this time are aligning exactly with what it is that I say to you, the knowledge that I bring forth based on my experience. So, if y'all been keeping up, there are multiple witches involved, family members, fake friends, hidden enemies, frenemies, organizations, people of the community. Everybody's involved. This was orchestrated. They've been doing this to me probably my whole life. I still have not gotten the truth from an external source. It's all within, and now Spirit is leading me and showing me. He's opened up my third eye through the alignment of my chakras. Now, I wanna line up the pictures for you, so I can it can illustrate itself as I speak on the topic. There are multiple different kinds of magic that is utilized by the coven behind closed doors, unbeknownst to us. Pardon the environmental interference. So, for the last 3 or 4 relationships, I noticed that they all like begin so passionately, and it's erotic, it's passion, it's fiery, It's exciting, exhilarating. And then, for some strange reason, as soon as my karmic mother gets wind of it and finds out who this person is, it goes, not only does it go to ruin, but it ends in such a way that is very, very catastrophic. And again, I always say this for my enemies. I live my life in such a way to where I can determine what burdens are mine to bear. And the things that have been happening to me throughout the years, I know these burdens are being placed upon me. And because of my level of intelligence, they strike at, the only rhetoric or narrative they can use is, he's a drug addict, he's insane, he's mentally insane. If there is indeed anything wrong with me, it's a direct result of what these witches and warlocks been doing behind the scenes, plaguing my life from the shadows, and then accusing me of being a victim to what they're doing. Very disgusting people. Absolutely disgusting. To my enemies, you're gonna lose. The battle is already won in Yahshua's holy name. You lose. And you will burn in the abyss for what you've done to me and other innocent people. Understand that? This is not a game, this is not a joke. Again, behind the practices, the dark arts of this coven, I have been subject to extreme conditions. One 9/11 ritual conducted by this person here in North Carolina, where my food stamp card was canceled on 9/11, so I can starve. Now this is after they're finished with you, after they're finished energy harvesting from your sacral chakra, doing the sex magic. You will be completely discarded once they reach the amount of energy that they need. I don't know what determines that. I was completely blindsided by this stuff. So, as I'm like thinking that I'm endeavoring into a beautiful bond and relationship, a family, a foundation, here we go again. This is like the third time. You know what I'm saying? So now I understand exactly what's going on. It is my belief that these individuals are working directly with my mother and the coven. They're all involved. My exes, along with my karmic mother, I do not believe that to be my real mother. She's a high priestess, a low priestess. What's up? Good to see you. Yeah. So, as I conduct these, I'm still being followed and gang stalked. So it is my obligation to get as much information out as possible. I don't know if I'm gonna live that much longer, but this very day is a miracle and a blessing. I've exceeded the amount of time that I was supposed to be alive based on the coven. My life is not governed by any witch or warlock. It is the Most High, my daddy, God Almighty, who governs over my life. So what they do is this. Again, this is during the time where I relocated to the North Carolina area to get away from the foolishness and start fresh. But that devil has a way of following me. So, no more running. I'm gonna face them. I'm gonna expose all your little dirty, dark secrets, all your techniques, everything that you do, so that now people can start being aware of what's taking place behind the scenes. You will not manifest anymore, not a droplet of abundance off of me anymore. I'm snatching back what's mine, all of it, and yours too. Their transgressions have exceeded the 5D and beyond. These diabolical enemies have now got the attention of my daddy, the Most High, who has stepped off the throne now. Spiritual warfare is taking place, has been enacted on the behalf of God's children, the collective. Our battle cries have been answered. Okay, while I was, it's emotional for me, y'all, pardon me, because I feel like I've been robbed. A part of that part of me is very sacred, and I guard that. I hold my sexual energy very dear to me. I value myself. My body's my temple. Big dick energy, part of my language. That was stolen from me under the guise of being in a relationship. So I was once again manipulated by one of the members of the coven, who played a great role, wore a great mask, until she was done harvesting enough energy. During the whole time, I thought it was just us. There were multiple energies that I was dealing with, multiple energies involved, multiple sex partners on her part. So I noticed that when we would, I'm not gonna say make love, that's not love. That wasn't love. When we would engage in fornication, premarital fornication, I noticed that, I mean, it was really, really a great feeling. Of course, our sex period is great. Even when it's not so great, it still, feels good. It feels good. So I noticed that a lot of times, that feeling you get when you bust a nut, fellas, that feeling of being tired, you know what I'm saying, or getting, sleep state, dreamy state. So, it's a normal thing, but this was a little bit more. It's like I would feel extremely drained after like just one ejaculation, which is kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? I usually go by 2, 3. Then I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and chill. You know what I'm saying? Eat a little sandwich, take a little nap. I'll be right back. But I just felt something else the whole time. And if you've been keeping up with this whole ordeal, you'll understand what I'm saying. This has went on for like a year. I think I was like a year. Last year, February, was when I began to notice it, and I wrote notes down for it and everything. I don't, I am open. It's like, yo, this particular sex, it's like, I noticed that I got really drawn to this woman, knowing that she is not treating me the way that I want to be treated, or the way that I deserve to be treated as the king that I am. But yet and still, I kept allowing myself to, give up that part of me, that sexual part of me, not knowing that this was a ritual taking place every single time. There would be times where it would be so explosive, we would literally like nut at the same exact moment. You know what I'm saying? Explosive, passionate, you know what I mean? So each and every time that happens, it draws me in more, because again, I'm under the guise of being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was being tricked and having my energy siphoned. So I noticed that, okay, damn, like every time, it's like the more we do that, it's like the more distant she becomes. And I'm like, this is supposed to be it's supposed to be the opposite way around. Like, I'm gravitating towards her more, thinking that, oh yeah, since the sex is great, and we gonna be, we gonna work this shit out, you know what I'm saying, work out our problems, whatever. Nah, you know what I mean? I was in a loop. I was in a loop with multiple other people. This individual siphoned my sexual energy and had me in a triangle with multiple individuals, including women, which was unbeknownst to me. So my energy was being taken. As my crown chakra, I was getting psychic attacks during this whole time about infidelity and cheating, stuff that I was not doing, while she's doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Narcissistic trait. But this goes beyond narcissism. This is witchcraft. So I know that now from what I know now, everything I've gone through, it's inexplicable. Soon as she was able to siphon enough energy and gather enough other individuals, line them up for options and more sexual energy and more supply, I was 10 of swords. I was put out into the street, banished from the complex, and then removed by law enforcement based on false accusations on her command. And her, being that her father is tied in, a retired lieutenant. So I spent 31 days in jail, and during this time I had no idea like that the rabbit hole went this deep. You know what I mean? So again, let me go back to the sex. Whenever we would both come at the same time, I noticed that it would be in a position, the missionary position. And just as you see the picture, this is exactly how it would be. She, just like that, she would hold me the same exact position, grip me close like that, right up on me, you know what I'm saying? And then we're both like, I can feel that pressure, like we're both nutting at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm special and shit, you know what I mean? It's a special and shit. No, the ritual. So what that does is like, that's energy. That's like, you notice how they be all like live and shit after they done, they be all like active and shit. And while you be like kind of out of breath and shit from doing most of the work, that's what it is. It's a siphon. So I peeped that my energy was being siphoned, and then I was being attacked for doing what she's doing. So that's more energy from all my chakras, the strongest chakras. Get the sacral chakra energy, that's sexual energy, that's like cosmic, you know what I mean? And then attacking the crown chakra with psychic attacks, accusations, and then triangulating me. So taking my energy and then triangulating me with other individuals. So now I got people against me in my energetic space that I don't know, plotting on me because of this witch. All of it unbeknownst to me. It was going on the whole time. This was a plot. I believe that the bribe was taken, the oath bribe was taken. I believe this individual has always been in the coven, but she went into cahoots and criminal collusion with my karmic mother, who's also a part of the coven. Multiple individuals involved. It was proven that my family is involved. I have a karmic aunt here. When I got locked up, everybody turned their back on me. My bond was only 150. Nobody came to get me. Nobody. They left me for dead. They said the only way they will come get me is if I sign an agreement stating that I will go to a mental health facility upon getting out. They celebrated my incarceration, celebrated my demise, and left me for dead. So now that I've been resurrected and I know what's going on, all this sex magic and all of this shit, and putting my health in jeopardy by manipulating me and making it seem like it was okay to have unprotected sex when this person is indulging in orgies and fornications and all kinds of bullshit, unbeknownst to me. When I tell you, every single person who is in my energy that caused me some kind of downfall or harm, anything, I'm going to drag all of you to the abyss, to the lake of fire, after I snatch your fucking soul. You understand me? I'm gonna vacuum your fucking souls for what you've done. You don't treat human beings like that. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Bitch niggas. Fuck you and your coven. How dare you? I'm the sovereign one. I'm a child of the Most High, Yahweh. You're not getting away with this shit. I cannot get that time back that was taken from me. I cannot get that. The pain, the suffering, and the delusion I was under from the lies and everything like that, violating my probation by lying on me. As sure as the Most High provided a miracle, a portal for me to get out, I will spend every single moment of my existence vacuuming your fucking souls and taking them to the abyss after I finish siphoning my energy back from that which you took, which you stole. Don't ever associate me with none of your bullshit. in my absence. Contracts, money, and all of that. And this was, it all ties into my inheritance, the things that were stolen. But particularly, I wanted to highlight the forms of magic and witchcraft and sorcery that they're using. And then turning around and saying that I'm delusional and something is wrong with my mental health. Yo, fuck y'all. The jig is up. The jig is up. You, all your karmic partners, your sex partners, your clients, your fucking, your lesbian girlfriends, all of that shit. All of you motherfuckers, keep my name out of your mouth. And every single ounce, a droplet of energy that you took from me collectively as I was in this triangle, I am going to snatch that shit back. And I will take my rightful place on the top of the fucking pyramid where I belong. After I'm done sucking the life force out of you, as y'all have done to me. In secret, behind the scenes, cowards, disgusting human beings. Ladies and gentlemen, God's children, be very careful, because these people are protected by 33rd degree Freemasons, Eastern Star Freemasons. I have yet to get justice for the